Hello again, young bibliophiles. Miss Stacey here. We're going to do our story time again today. I hope today finds you having a wonderful day. We're going to read one of my favorites. This is Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus by Mo Willems. All right, there's the bus driver. He says, "Hi, I'm the bus driver. Listen, I got to leave for a little while, so can you watch things for me until I get back? Thanks. Oh, and remember, don't let the pigeon drive the bus." Here's the bus. And off he goes. Going somewhere and left the bus behind, and then, oh, there's the pigeon. And there's the bus. He says, "I thought he'd never leave." And he's looking around. "Hey, can I drive the bus? Please? I'll be careful." "I'll tell you what, I'll just steer. My cousin Herb drives a bus almost every day." True story. He's getting angry, isn't he? "Vroom, vroom, 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 vroom. Pigeon at the wheel." "No, I never get to do anything." "Hey, I've got an idea. Let's play drive the bus. I'll go first." And off he runs. And he's looking back. "Come on, just once around the block." "Would you let him drive?" "I don't think I would." "I'll be your best friend. How about I give you $5? What's the big deal? It's just a bus. No fare. I bet your mom would let me. I have dreams, you know." "Fine. Let me drive the bus." Look at him. He's throwing a fit, isn't he? Silly pigeon. Oh, now he's really upset. Poor guy. Here comes the bus driver. "I'm back. You didn't let the pigeon drive the bus, did you?" "Great, thanks a lot." And there's the pigeon. Goes, "Whoa." And off he goes. Bye. Oh, poor little pigeon. He didn't get to drive the bus. And there he comes, a big truck. And he says, "Hey, you think you'd get to drive the big truck?" "I don't think so." But he sure is dreaming of it. You can see him in there trying. He wants to drive the bus. He's a silly pigeon, isn't he? But I like the pigeon. He's a fun guy, too. We're going to read another one since school is starting. A lot of you are back in school or getting ready to go. This is The Pigeon Has to Go to School. And he says, "Come on." There he is. He says, "Wait, don't read that title." He doesn't want to go to school, does he? Too late. Rats. Why do I have to go to school? I already know everything. Go on, ask me a question. Any question. Well, I know almost everything. Does school start in the morning? Because you know what I'm like in the morning. It is not pretty. I wish I was a little chick again. A little itty bitty, not going to school, baby wavy pigeon. He was a cute little baby, wasn't he? Beyond the pages stuff. There we go. What if I don't like school? What if I really don't like it? What if I really, really don't like it? What if... What if the teacher doesn't like pigeons? Oh, that would be bad, wouldn't it? And the stuff. What about all the stuff? There is so much stuff to learn. What if I learn too much? I don't think that's possible. My head might pop off. Oh, that would be awful, wouldn't it? I'm scared. School can be scary, can't it? What will happen at school? What if there is math or numbers? Why does the alphabet have so many letters? Reading can be hard with one big eye. What about lunch? Silly pigeon. What will the other birds think of me? Will finger paint stick to my feathers? What's up with those heavy backpacks? I'm a fragile bird. The unknown stresses me out, dude. He's kind of scared because he doesn't know what to expect. There should be a place to practice these things with experts to help you. and books and classrooms and other birds to work and play with. Maybe a playground. Oh, that is school. Well, how am I supposed to get there anyway? What? It's a bus. Silly pigeon. Step aside, coming through. The pigeon has to go to school. Look at that. He's happy, isn't he? And there are some of the other birds in his class. And look, he looks happy to be in school, doesn't he? Well, that's all the pigeon for today. Thank you all for joining me. And please join us next week when we read some more stories. Bye now.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Molly and Miss Heather. We're going to tie-dye masks today. What you're going to need is you're going to need gloves, of course. You're going to need masks. We got these masks, they're Hanes masks. We got them at, I got these at the dollar store, but you can get some at Walmart. It's 5 to 10 per pack, not very expensive. And then you need your rubber bands, and then of course your tie-dye. So first you want to make sure you got your gloves on, and you probably, if you're at home, maybe wear some goggles or something. Always have mom and dad help you with it. All right, so first.
Oh, and as you can see, here's the tie-dye mask that I did myself. So hopefully they'll turn out to as bright as that one.
Yes, and when she was doing this one, tell them what you...
Yeah, you want to make sure that you give it plenty of time for the dye to bleed through, otherwise one side's going to turn out like this without as much color, or just add as much dye as you can whenever you're soaking the fabric in the dye.
All right, so now we're going to take our rubber bands and we're going to... Molly's done this already, so I'm going to copy her.
Yeah, so what I did for this one is that I just took, just random little bunches. So like I, kind of bunch up one part here. And then make sure you tie each of your sections as tight as you can to keep it from bleeding through too much into the other sections.
So there's kind of what one would look like.
Yeah.
So you want to do it everywhere. It's kind of harder because the masks are smaller than what you're used to doing with a t-shirt, but it's fun.
Okay, so we tied our masks up. So here's what mine looks like. It's just a bunch of little random bunches all tied together separately. So now we're going to start dyeing. So we've laid down this tablecloth because it is very messy. You're going to drip a bunch of dye all over the place. So we put that down to protect the table. Also, you can get the tie-dye kits you can buy at Walmart, or they have a lot online on Amazon. And they come in these little bottles. The dye is powdered in the bottles, and you want to fill it up with water and shake them up real good before you use them. So normally we fill them up about to about here to the top with water to get the dye ready. What were you gonna?
That was it.
Say? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start dyeing our masks now. We've got a bunch of different colors. I've got some teal, some light blue, green, light green, pink, and a light pink for mine.
Yeah, I've got pink, purple, teal, green, and I chose black because no one's been using the black, so I tried to give it some love.
Yeah. So here we go. So I'm gonna start with some of the hot pink, the darker pink, and we're gonna take the cap off. Make sure you put your cap somewhere safe because they're tiny. So we're gonna put that over there. And just make sure you've got gloves on because I've already spilled a little bit of dye. So, okay, so basically you're just gonna start kind of putting the dye where you want it. It does bleed very easily, so be careful because the color spreads pretty much as soon as you touch the tip of the bottle to the fabric. You're gonna get some dye on there.
You can kind of soak up the dye with the cloth because I spilled some on there and I just touched the cloth to it and it
Yeah, just wipe it up with whatever section you're doing. If you spill any, that's a good tip. And you just want to really make sure you coat each section really good, because like I said, it bleeds through.
But you want to get it all the way through, like she had the trouble with that one.
Yeah, we don't want to have any white left over on the inside of it. So just get as much as you can. Okay, so we have finished putting all of the dye on our masks, on our little sections. I've got green here, pink here, blue there, a darker green and some teal and all those different colors that I picked. I also touched up the other side of this one that I showed you that I didn't get much on. I just kind of did some random colors on that. And Miss Heather finished hers as well. So we're gonna put our masks in some Ziploc baggies. We're gonna make sure they're sealed up good. Keep them protected overnight, and for the next 24 hours is how long we're gonna let them stay in the baggies. And then in 24 hours, we'll be right back with the results of what our masks look like. And we're back to do the big reveal of our face mask that we tie-dyed 24 hours ago. So now we're gonna open them up. I'm gonna do this one first, okay. And see how they look. I'm just gonna take off the rubber bands. And you definitely wanna wear gloves for taking the rubber bands off because you'll still get dye on your
Yeah, it's still wet.
hands, yeah. Hopefully we did a good job. Ooh, very interesting, Miss Heather.
Thank you, Miss Molly.
Got some greens and some reds,
Blues.
some black.
Yeah, I got black in there. And it went all the way through.
Yeah, don't see any white.
No, on both sides it's good.
Mine's gonna turn out similar because I don't have any white left on mine, which is great. Little bit.
All right.
Okay, here's what mine looks like.
It looks like a watermelon.
Actually, it does.
Mine's got a little, I guess I used a little too much of the dark on this one. See?
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna check this one that I touched up as well. Hopefully the other side looks good. Yeah, there's a lot more color on the front side now. A little more white still over here, but that's okay. And then this one, I didn't do the tie-dye, but I just kind of splattered on some spots, so it looks a little bit more polka dotty on this side.
So isn't there something that you can wash it in to make the colors?
Yes,
Pop.
Miss Heather, there's something called fabric ash, soda ash, and you can soak your material, whether you're using t-shirts or masks, you can soak it in the soda ash, soap ash, for a while before you do the tie-dye, because it just makes the colors a lot more brighter. So that's just a tip. We didn't use it, but they still look pretty nice and bright for the most part. And then you want to make sure you wash them, of course. I use cold water and I hand wash them with laundry detergent myself, and you can dry them or just hang them up to dry. Anything else we're missing? Ms.
Nope, I
Heather?
think we're good. If you
Okay.
have any questions, give us a call at the library. We'll be able to help you out and advise what you need to do.
Yep. Have a good day.
Have a good day.